I think we just took another step, really as a program through the week of practice. And, we got some luck, as well, which always helps. But, no, I like our process so far this year, and that's been our mindset is, get better every day, and you're starting to see that hard work and, all the things they've done over the summer and the extra ice that they're taking part in start to pay off.
How does some of the veteran leaders, not just the seniors, not just CV, but I guess the juniors are the ones who've been around this program for a couple of years now, what's been their role in including the newer players you brought in as freshmen and sophomores and transfer? Yeah,
we're a young team, as we've talked about, and we really consider, it's got to be 31 leaders in the locker room in their own way. So we're not really focused on one particular, player or class. I really like how the team stepped up and everybody's found a way to lead in a lot of different ways.
Okay, and so you guys obviously have a big test here. A couple of Hockey East schools coming in this weekend in BU and Providence, who's ranked. What kind of challenges do they bring, and what kind of styles do you see from watching them on tape?
They're two really good hockey teams. Both of them have a lot of skill, speed. BU's got some really big defensemen as well. So I think they both, give different types of challenges, but as always, we're more focused on us really than the opponent and the areas we need to take another step in and get better at, and that's been our process all week, in preparation is, cleaning up our forecheck, doing a little better on our neutral zone and transition, creating, more offensive chances and things like that. So that's really been our focus this week.
And then lastly, you don't necessarily like, I guess, a bye early in the season like this when everyone's relatively healthy, but what do you guys try to do when you have a weekend without any games? Development, I think is a huge one. It really gives us time to slow down, break it down, work on individual things as well. Skill, technique, fundamentals, kind of getting back to those things where you don't have as much time in a typical week heading into to a weekend. So that was really nice, for the team, and get some rest and recovery as well. We had two really tough road trips, then you play your rival in a home and home. You start your season with 5 straight road games. So I actually thought the timing of the weekend off was really beneficial to our players.
Yeah, I think execution was a really big factor. We were executing a lot of our plays off of face-offs, so I think going into this weekend we just got to make sure that we're doing that, making sure that we're connecting with passes and keeping with communication on the ice and getting lots of shots, so really excited.
What was it about Friday night? Were you guys especially amped up to play Union, or was it the fact that what was the motivating factor that led to so much success for you guys?
For sure. RPI and Union definitely have a deep-seated rivalry, which we really get excited to play against them. And coming off of the previous season, unfortunately, getting a couple losses, we were really excited to head into this season, be able to play them towards the beginning, really show that we're ready to play this year, and yeah, it's always a great time playing with them.
Cool. And then you as being one of the veterans really on this team, with a lot of new players, a lot of freshmen, sophomores who never played for RPI before. What's been the biggest thing? What have you talked to the coaches about? You and Maddie and some of these other juniors are really leaders on this team.
Yeah, it feels really great being able to be in my junior season. We definitely have a lot of fresh blood in the program this year. A lot of spirit though, and a lot of passion, and I think that that's really what this group brings. So even though we might be lacking in experience in comparison to some other teams, we definitely make up for that with heart. So
I think we just clicked really greatly. We had a good couple weeks of practice, and we got to practice against Vermont and get our systems down with all the new players that we had, and I think that we just went over our systems a lot better than we usually have been going, and I think we just played more as a team instead of individually.
For you guys, you have the week off. What did you guys try to accomplish there? I know you guys had a little tournament off the ice there. Was that, I guess, like a team building thing? What kind of stuff have you guys been doing the last couple of weeks here?
Yeah, we just been kind of working on more like development skills, more just skills based and system based, just to get our younger players in there and get us back to it since we have missed the season. And I think it was perfect to be able to work on that for so long coming into 2 hard games this weekend, but we've been really focusing on more development and more system-wise and just being better as a team in a whole.
You have 2 Hockey East teams that you probably, I'm sure you haven't seen before, but the team hasn't seen before, but good challenges for you guys. They're not league games. Providence is ranked, BU is always good. What kind of challenges do you see, and do you like playing against like higher profile teams?
Yeah, I think as a team we play a lot better against teams that are a lot higher tempo and kind of just better teams all around, and I think that this is going to be great. It's 2 teams that I personally haven't seen before. I don't think anyone on our team has seen before, so I think it's going to be a really good test to see, especially playing harder ECAC games going into farther into the season, so I think it's going to be a really good test for us.
And lastly, have you noticed any from beginning of the season, Mercyhurst through Vermont and now Union? Have you seen anything chemistry-wise, whether you and your line mates or some of the other lines that you see out there, just kind of gelling a little bit? And do you kind of feel like you know where people are a little more on the ice? Yeah,
I think so. We've been practicing a lot with our lines. I don't think we've had one practice where we're not practicing with our lines, and I think we have a good set base of what we're doing now. So I think it's been great. We've had a lot more chemistry. I think going from our first game to our Union game, we're working a lot better together. We're learning where people are, and I think that's great.